Hello, Captains. It's me, TONIK TZW. I'm doing the audio for this one on a Thursday night because on Friday it's going to be a dad's weekend for me. What I will say is that after the recent medical issues I've been having, I'm glad to say that the medication that I've been put onto does seem to be helping a lot and keeping the heart rate a little bit more regular than it has been recently. But this one certainly got the pulse racing, and yeah, you're gonna want to stick around and watch this one from start to finish. This whole week has been a little bit hit and miss. I've finished grinding the Richelieu up to the tier 8 French battleship. I can't remember what it's called now. Is it the Alsace? So that's another tech tree grinds complete and out of the way. We've got a new member of the fleet too. We've got Chris in, who is Nitro Ace, and it's Chris and Tim who are in division with me on this one. Now, Chris has only been playing the games for a few weeks, so he's still making some mistakes. He's still learning, but we're trying to share as much knowledge with him as we can, and we're going to be helping him to be grinding up a few different tech tree chains over the coming months, I think. But I'm in the Giulio Cesare, and as you saw from the splash screen, I'm going to set myself a new personal best for this ship in this game, and it's going to be a biggie. We're going to have one heck of a prancing horse with our first kill, and we're going to end it with a little bit of raging bull. And look at this, we have a Hawkins sailing flat broadside early in the game. Our reload comes up, and what I was pinging the map at, in fact I'll come back to that in a second, as we triple citadel dev strike first blood that guy for 33,500 damage. um, the destroyer across there on A really just does nothing for the entire game. And you know me, I love playing my destroyers. I like to think that a lot of people who watch my destroyer videos have learned a lot of different tips and tricks from me and my destroyer play. But the guy doesn't even attempt to contest the cap. Now, our thought was that we would push right, sweep round, and then come in behind all these guys that have come across to the left-hand side. But seeing that red team have all pushed across to this side, we're going to get a bit of a merry-go-round going on. And so we decide to kind of hold position here and see what we can do about it. 2 turrets at the Hawkins, 2 turrets at the New Mexico there, Citadel on the Hawkins, and that is, I think, kill number 2. And I think we miss the New Mexico there, but here comes the Warspite. Now, unfortunately, Chris pushed very aggressively all the way round, a little bit quicker than expected, and he got himself into a little bit of trouble out there and got himself killed. But, you know, we all have to learn. And so we've been trying to teach him about communication, play, and position. And in fact, he's still pushing up. He is going to overextend, I promise you, and get himself sent back to port. But trying to teach him a little bit about communication, targeting, game mechanics, such as, if you get a flood or a fire on a ship, wait for the damage control and then hit them with a flood or a fire again because they can't damage control it. Spotting mechanics, how to sort of put fire onto the same target, so coordinating fire onto a target to try and get rid of something, which is what Tim and I are doing here. I'm trying to draw the fire from the Warspite, and Tim is trying to get shots across the top to get some fires on and burn this guy down. Warspite is parked slap bang in the middle there. It's not the best of angles for me to get a shot on him, but if I put some shots his way, oh no, let's go for the New Mexico. He's low health. We're going to have to blind fire here. I wish I'd have double checked this one before I pulled the trigger, to be honest, because yeah, I think that could have been so much better. And of course, we don't get the kill, but we do get a camp reset. And if you look, I think it's a T-22. He's still there on the left side of the map. He's still parked behind the same rock. It looks like he's finally decided to move a little bit. Now, obviously, me firing draws attention from the Warspite, and we're going to just keep plinking some shots at that guy. Possibly could have switched to high explosive, but Tim is there firing high explosive across the top. He's going to be the one that's going to be able to set the fires. I just want this Warspite to stay focused on me and not try to push round on Tim. He knows there's a cruiser behind that island. He knows I'm out in front of him. If he stays focused on me, here we go. Battleships don't shoot at destroyers, do they? Watch this one. And yeah, we lose sight of him, but we are going to get some hits. And this is going to annoy the heck out of me a little bit later on. We get 3 over penetrations. We do pick up a bit of damage. And I'm really thinking that this Warspite should have taken a few more shots at me than he has done already. But we're just waiting for reloads, and we're going to keep trying to chip away at this guy. The Nevada that was across there on the left-hand side of the map is now running towards me. The destroyer still hasn't gone near the capture point, and I know it's the school holidays, and there's a lot of kids playing on dad's accounts and things. But yeah, it was just getting incredibly frustrating as we see this Nevada pushing round behind us now. So I'm trying to stay angled into both the Warspite and the Nevada. 2 turrets at a time. The Warspite goes onto the Nevada behind me, and I put the shots out. Look at this. Are we going to get a kill? Yes, we are. That is kill number 3 on 95,000 damage. We have a Queen Elizabeth. We have the Nevada here. And I'm just thinking, okay, who can we get rid of easier? That's going to be the Queen Elizabeth. And we're going to try and lead some shots there. And I think the second 2 are probably going to catch the top of the island as they come down. But slamming it back into full forward. We're going to get moving again. And to be honest, that's going to save us from losing a bit of damage as we pick up a high caliber on 103,000 damage. Remember that number, because that is 30% of the overall team hit points at 103,000 damage. And it is going to get bigger. Trust me on this one. On the Nevada, he's angled in towards us. We're going to move away. And Tim, I think, is starting. I can't remember if Tim's still there or if Tim got killed. I couldn't remember. I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on. I think he's still there. But we get a good clatter on that Nevada. And everybody else decides that they want to try and pull this kill away from us. The T-22, who still hasn't got anywhere near the capture point, even though it's uncontested, tries to take the Nevada kill from us. But we are going full send on that guy. We are going to take kill number 4. There is a Congo out there. We know that the Queen Elizabeth is still out there. There's still 2 destroyers somewhere on the map. And one of them is right here in front of us on Charlie. Literally, DDs, man, learn how to play, guys. Go and watch some of the videos on my channel. I'm broadside at the Congo and the Queen Elizabeth. I'm spotted by the destroyer. There's a good chance that my hopes of a Kraken are going to disappear. There's the hill, guns on, but the Nevada and Tim fired him at the same time. You saw how little health I left him with from that salvo earlier in the game. So that is Kraken chance number 1 disappeared in front of me. There's the Congo. Here come torpedoes. There's the other destroyer. I've still got armor piercing loaded because I was going to go on the battleship. We slide between the torpedoes and try to get our guns round for this guy. We go full send again, and lo and behold, we leave him with a sliver of health, and the Nevada picks up the kill again. So that is Kraken chance number 2 that has disappeared before our very eyes. So potentially we could have been on 6 kills by this point in the game. Yeah, we could have already been on 6 kills. But we've switched to HE because the Queen Elizabeth is running away. And there's one way to get rid of a low health battleship, and that is to put a little bit of high explosive across there and hope for the chance of a fire. We know that there are 2 ships left in the game. They were both out there in front of us. The T-22 has finally decided to go onto the capture point, but that Congo is running hard and fast straight into it. Queen Elizabeth has damage controlled that fire, and you know what that means? It means we're going to go again. And on this game, RNG, I think, was a little bit with us and a little bit against us. But we get lucky here with a double fire on the Queen Elizabeth. Those double fires are stick and ticks. He's just damage controlled. He can't get rid of those. And we are going to make sure that they get punished. But look at this T-22 in front of us. Literally sat doing nothing for practically the first 10 minutes of the game, and then his only contribution to the game is to run out, spam some torpedoes, and die. But thank you very much for that, T-22, because you missing your torpedoes means that I am going to have my highest scoring game for damage and base XP in the Julio Caesarea. I don't think there's anything I haven't shot at in this game yet, but Queen Elizabeth is still ticking. I was watching the other destroyer chasing after them thinking, yeah, he's going to torpedo or gun that guy down, and I'm going to lose my Kraken. But we're going to just drag those shots out there and leave them and see what happens here. They look good. There we go. That is Kraken Unleashed 203. There is one ship left in the game. It is the Congo that the T-22 missed with all its torpedoes. And yeah, I did say that we're going to start with a little bit of a prancing horse. That was the beautiful shot for the First Blood and Dev Strike on the Hawkins. But this one is going to be a complete raging bull because I have a lot of hit points left. I have a heal available. I'm closing the distance, and I can maneuver and take this Congo one. Nevada behind us tries to get a fire on him, but I think my secondaries have got a fire ticket. The destroyer's having a crack at this as well, but I decide that if you were going to give me a broadside, I'm going to punch a hole in you, and I've got so much speed built up as the Nevada disappears that we're going to punch a hole in the side there, and we are going to finish this game in style. Horns down, head down, straight into the side of him. Take the kill, take the win. 205,176 damage, 6 kills, a fistful of citadels, high caliber, Confederate, Dev Strike, First Blood, and of course the Kraken Unleashed. That was a big one. Almost 3,500 base XP, absolute stonker of a game. And even after the service deductions, I still made over 500,000 credits. That was with a double credit booster on there for 20% extra. So it still would have been like a 400,000 credit game. But I'm going to drop this one on Friday night before I have a weekend with my little man. So I really hope you've enjoyed that one. Smash the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't. And as always, until next time, take care and goodbye.